Hey guys, nice to see me again. So as I promised, I did want to make a custom venue lot, which I might do more than one. I don't know. I've been considering it since I really want to experiment with this whole system. So one of the things that is not completely able to be done, but is kind of like works, is that the game does allow you to build a hotel. At least that's what I've seen, because you do have the ability to claim a room at your destination. And I thought that was, wow, awesome. So the only issue I have is I don't know if your sim will be able to leave the hotel or leave the lot they're currently at. We'll have to see. But other than that, I want to build something very similar to family hotels throughout the world. So let's get straight into it. So when it comes to a basic room, my plan is to have it be kind of like a real hotel where... so in a real hotel, let me see here. Usually you're going to get 2 king-size beds. Like this. Like this is the kind of standard design you would have for a hotel room. Like that is your typical hotel room style, and then there'll be a few other furnishings in there. I want to at least have that. The main entrance. So for the main entrance, I think I'm making it a 6x6. Then once you come into there, you come inside and you get to the main lobby. It's not very big. It's just a small lobby. So then we'll have the hallway probably right here. We'll probably keep this an open plan. So there we go. So how this is going to work is we're going to have like a hangout spot. Like this is just giving me a small hangout spot. And then in the back will be the pool. Like this will be where our pool area is. So yeah, that's your standard, like your standard room design. And basically when it comes to the other side, the room is going to be copy and pasted. So it's like that. So then we need stairs and we need other things. So I'm thinking... we could easily put like a staff room right here. Because the plan is, this is how big it's roughly going to be. Like, the pool is just the biggest thing down here. So when it comes to the stairs, I want to make sure they loop around, like so. So we can have a small room where the stairs will be. We can easily turn a lot of these into things. We got to have vending, like we need to have vending machines. I think what we can do is we can turn this spot right here into something, and then back here can be the vending. We are going to put 2 staircases here, so that way Sims have multiple ways to get up to their next floor room. Ooh, there's plenty of stuff we could do right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of these walls. There's our hallway. So the stairs need to come in. So this is like a 4x4 room. Is that right, or is it a 4x5? Looks like a 4x5, so we'll start with that. There we go. So that way it's kind of matching the hotel shape. So if we were to have a 4x4 room, what if we did it like this? I could bring out this. So this could be some sort of like staff only room. Then right here could be our gym. Like there's just a small hallway right here you'll take if you want to get to the hotel pool. And then we're going to need staff to have their own space. So we're going to get a staff room, obviously. Over here we need another 4x5 room. And then we got the pool, and then we got everything. Yeah, that should be pretty good. It's pretty big, but I'm not too worried about that. So now for the second floor, obviously we need places for the rooms. So first off, we need to make sure these rooms are proper size. So we got to have our stairs. There we go. Then we have our hallway. There we go. Then we need to copy those rooms over to the other side. Now here's the hard part, figuring out what to put here. So obviously I want to copy the same design as the building itself. So what we could put right here is we could put something a little bigger, possibly. How big would it be if I were to put a room here? Oh, it'd be pretty small. We'll figure out what to put here in a little bit. Let's at least get it appropriate so it's existent. Now I am debating whether I should make it 1 story or 2 stories. I think 2 stories might be more easier to swallow, because I feel like having multiple, because you gotta remember, in the Sims, we talked about this before, blueprints in real life don't translate to the Sims very well, so that's why it's important that you take that into account. There we go. That feels a little bit easier to swallow, because it's not like, oh, look at this giant conglomerate building. There we go. That's feeling a lot more reasonable when it comes to size. Having the hotel be a little shorter is honestly very beneficial, because I think it contributes a little easier. Now I only put white down just so we have something to go off of for now. We will definitely be probably exchanging that white for a different color, but that's just for now, just so I can have an idea. All right, so now that we got that taken care of, let me go ahead and figure out these weird shaped rooms down here. So obviously, here can be a room, here can be a room. So these rooms need bathrooms, right? We could give them a closet. I might be able to do that. But yeah, we could turn these into suites. So you would have this luxurious, beautiful bathroom. And I want your Sims to be able, and this would be like this would be only for a couple. Like only for a couple sim. So it's hard to decide between the siding, because the siding I think would look really good in this place, because like imagine something like that. But then the brick would also be super nice. So let's start with the basic masonry brick, just to get an idea of what this place would look like with color. This is just temporary, so we can figure out color. Okay, I think this would be really cool to use on the front of the building. Like that. Because, like, what if we were to do something like that? So that way the columns look a little interesting. I like that so far. Like, think about something like that. Now, the only issue is I have for these columns at the end, should we do siding like that? Or should we do the brick again? Like, should we take this brick and do that? I think the brick looks a little better, so let's go with that. I think we could definitely add something to make this place feel a little bit more styled. So what if we were like to take this, put a 2 there, put a 2 here. Does this roof need to be spiked up more? Like, what the heck? Hang on, everybody. This is gonna take a minute to figure out. The logic doesn't make much sense. Like, does this need to be taller? Does it need to be shorter? It clearly does not need to be shorter, so I don't know why this roof is like having a hard time like connecting properly. How would that look? Would that look stupid? Yeah, I think it looks a little stupid. Well, I guess I'm just having a hard time figuring out what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to be like, so like let me give you an example. You grab like this roof right here, not up there obviously, and like we're to put it right here, and we're like to connect. See how it's like would connect? But the weird part about it is like, let's see here. So if I put this, see, it works just fine. But as soon as I were to change a few, like how did this, it's because it's too tall. Does everything need to, like, if it's 3, does this need to be 3? No, it's just always too tall. So no matter what, you can't do it the way you want it to. How does that make much sense? I think it looks a little stupid. I think it's because it's just so sharp. Maybe instead of doing that, we got this roof right here. Brought it across. So let's see how that... I think I have a hard time with the whole roof being completely flat. Like, it's just the roof is... It's flat. It's flat. Oh, I hit my mic. It's flat. And that just bothers me. Because it's flat. Like, look how flat the roof is. Let's see here. Maybe if I grab this piece, I could put it down here. So I could put it, like, right there. Bring it out. Shrink this down. So it seems like the game would much rather have it that you were to put everything but a flat roof. At least that's what I think the game is trying to say. Because when you put a flat roof, things happen and it's like, oh, that looks bad. Like, are you sure you want to do this? That actually looks... I actually don't hate that roof design. I actually think it doesn't look too bad. The only thing obviously I'd change is make sure all the designs line up. This pool area can stay flat. We'll just add some decorations to make it not look as plain. Let's go ahead and get windows and doors on this place so we know where those are lined up next. Like I said, I'm going to be using base game and adventure weights to make sure this place looks nice. So let's start with doors just so we can get an idea. Alright, there we go. Looking good. Got the basic window layout for at least the front of the building. Let me get some lights in here so I can see. There we go. Now we should be able to see, and then we can go room by room. Right, I wanted to turn this into a hallway. There we go, so that's not doing anything. Then for here, I want to get a nice fireplace. I want to make sure I get that in on here. So we got a couple of fireplaces. Like, we got this nice one right here, like this nice modern one. Then we got this, like, more kind of older, old-fashioned one, which I like both. For a hotel, I think they'd probably go for a more modern fireplace. But the big thing I want to do is I want to grab this platform. I want to bring it across here. So that way, like, the fireplace is kind of elevated. And hotels always have, like, this small... It's kind of like a info board area. So, like, right before you go into the hallways, there's, like, an info board where it's, like, playing TVs where it's, like, check this out at our hotel. Go ahead and grab this door so people have a way to get in. So now for the hotel rooms themselves, we're going to have to do some interesting way of doing this. I think we could definitely use this door to mean a hotel room. But I think I want a little bit, like, colored on it. So that way that's why it doesn't look like they're all the same. Quick question, though. Do we have a good... I know Adventure Awaits has a couple of doors, so I want to check to see if there's anything... Oh, we got a good one. I think we got a better one here. I just hate that these don't line up, though. Like, why? Why wouldn't you make the gym, the windows, line up with each other? Like, also, like, here's the thing. So, for example, there's this door. Great door. No problems with it. But then you got this door that lines up with those doors. But this one looks so nice, but none of the windows match it. Like, it matches them, but it's too short. You know what I'm saying? It's just bothersome is all. Like, you want your... If you're making a hotel, you want everything to be perfect. Like, you want it to feel like a hotel. Now, for the pool area, we do need a hot tub spot. So I'm thinking, like, right here, we could put a platform right in front of the gym windows. That will be, like, where people relax and lounge. Then we need a hot tub. So I should grab, while I'm here, I should grab the in-ground hot tub. Because that's what I want to use. I want to use the in-ground hot tub. Here it is. So it's about a 6x6. Shouldn't be too hard to work with. Then we need the pool area. So for the pool, I'm kind of sad that The Sims hasn't figured out how to make pool steps yet. Because, like, some people, they need to walk into the pool. They can't just get in, which is understandable. Sometimes people need assistance, or they just are little and they don't have the ability to just go into the deep end fully. There we go. Pretty standard pool area. Like, we'll get that all fixed up and ready to go. I don't think we need windows into the pool area. I don't think people need to see that. Well, technically, they do have those in hotels, so maybe we should do a couple. Like, nothing crazy, just a couple. This is another probably staff-only area. I wish I could add a staff-only door. Oh, we do need a bathroom. And we don't really need... I mean, there's going to be staff working here, but they are going to be staying in rooms, I'm guessing. So it would be best for us to include some sort of bathroom. Then over here, this is like breakfast. So when you come, you're going to be like, ooh, I'm so hungry. I need to eat some breakfast. So as soon as you come off the stairwell or the elevator, depending on where you're at, that's our breakfast room. That's our something, probably a bathroom. This is a vending area. We have upstairs. Oh my, an air conditioner. How did the air conditioner get all the way over there? So here is our more rooms. So room, window. Oh, imagine that. You got a lovely rooftop view. Hey, this is just viewing the rooftop. Exactly. I just hope that chimney doesn't make a problem. But overall, I think we got everything pretty figured out. I think we might just turn this into a lounge area, maybe. Or we could turn into a... Ooh. We could turn it into some sort of game room or spa. If only... No, I think the last thing I need to do is I need to get some sort of sign. Now, the problem is I don't think there's any signs in base game. So we gotta use a different pack, because different packs have signage. The only issue is I think I don't know what... Let me check. I think it's under wall decoration. Would that be where the signs are? Let's see here. Let's see what base game. Adventure Awaits. Oh, we got this one, but the issue is it kind of sticks out. So it would be best down here. The only thing I think I would change about this sign, or then its size, was I want to add some lighting. Just so we can see it. So plant-wise, we are going to need some spots for the plants. So let me go ahead and make some places for those. No, I want it to be one singular platform up. Thank you. Okay, everything looks good. Gotta make sure everything looks right. That way we can go here in the walls. Grab a half wall, like about yay big. And turn these into flower pots. See how that adds a little bit more detail, like the little flower pot areas? It helps make it piece together a little bit more so it doesn't look as weird on the outside exterior. Now the back is obviously going to be a lot harder to figure out, but I think we can easily do something to make that look better. But right now we got what we need. But yeah, we have reached our end here, so I think this is a good place to stop for now. So I am going to get a couple of photos. This is not going to be on my gallery yet. But yeah, we're going to keep working on this and we're going to do some great progress. So please like this video so more people can see it and subscribe to my channel if you are new. Keep an eye out for part 2 because we are going to have to do a second part to make this really look like a hotel and to get it all furnished. You understand the basic room setup. My whole idea is because Adventure Awaits has family in mind. I want to have family in mind. Anyway, but subscribe to the channel if you are new. I do all kinds of content including builds, reviews, gameplay, and news about The Sims. And I just try to expand my horizons so you guys can get as much information as you can. If you want other content by me, you can head over to my other channel, Garrcall is my main channel. This channel was a spin-off from the main one as everybody liked my simming content, so I wanted to make sure it didn't become only about simming, so I wanted to make sure I had a separate channel for that. And I think you'll enjoy the content there because it's all me just playing different games. If you want any of my builds, this one is not going to be on there quite yet. We still got some work to do. But if you want any of them that are up there, my gallery name is garrcall, all lowercase. It's down in the description if you need to figure out how to spell it. And you'll be able to access all my builds there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye!